So I want to talk to you about the concept of measuring your progress on the spiritual path with the level of pain you can endure without actually feeling pain, without having any resistance to it. And that is, I heard first of it from Shinzen Yang, and he talks about it in his in relation to his idea of strong determination sitting, of this technique where you are just sitting for as long as possible, and when you are sitting very still, you will get some pains in your legs from just from sitting on it, or you will get some itches, and then you try to become so present that you are actually feeling the present moment and the feeling of pain without any resistance to it. You become a superconductor to the feeling, and then you realize that every pain is just a resistance to the actual feeling. And when you become quick and very present, that there is actually no pain in the raw sensation of it. And that also ties in with how much pain we actually experience because of concepts we have, because of something we believe. Because when you have some physical pain, oftentimes we think, okay, there's something bad happening in my body, and if it continues, it will damage me, it will hurt me, maybe it will even lead to my death or something. So we experience a lot more suffering, and we kind of put a lot more suffering into the experience than there actually is happening in that present moment, in that moment when we experience that feeling of pain. And so this whole concept of experiencing pain without any suffering is a good measure to see how present you are, how your consciousness is able to actually experience what is going on in the present moment without any judgment and without kind of distorting what is going on. Because we live more in our concepts usually than what is actually going on. And so try it out. Try to see if you can, during meditation, uncouple the raw sensation we call pain from actual suffering. And then also in your day-to-day life, see how when these moments of suffering come up, they are a very good opportunity to teach you something about consciousness, about your experience, about your state of development, like on the spiritual path, so to speak. Because these are the moments where we can, where we usually become present also already by default, but then also these concepts come up where we talk to ourselves about the experience we are having right now and why it's so bad. And then this is a great moment of introspection where you can like separate the two and then see the raw sensation, which is actually not causing any suffering, and then the suffering that comes after it. And the distinction might be very subtle. There are different levels. Like there are the obvious ones you will discover quickly, and then when you're still suffering, you know, okay, there are still subtler levels of distortion of concepts, of ideas, and suffering we put onto the raw sensation. This is a good measure of how your progress and how you're developing on this path to being more present, on mindfulness, consciousness development. So give this a try and see you in the next video.